Let's talk about how to be loved by others. They will never forget you if you do these things. So let's not mistake this for people pleasing. You are not going to be liked by everybody. To be magnetic means to be repelling, and a lot of times you're protected. If I just didn't try to get people to like me that were never going to, I would have saved myself a lot of time and a lot of pain. But I don't not like you if you're nice to them because of you. A lot of times people don't like you because of what you up in them. I'm giving these tips so that you can use them on people you actually love, actually want to build with, so that you can make them feel more seen, appreciated, and just always want to be around you. I saw this quote from a monk once, and it was like, if you want people to like you, you must like people. And I feel like that has so much truth to it, because if I think about people in the past that I didn't really like, it was mostly because I felt like they didn't like me. It is hard to not like somebody that likes you. In a world that we live in today, most people don't give compliments, they criticize. Most people only care about themselves and they can't have compassion and maybe validate where you're coming from. And a lot of people leave people out, right? And so I wanted to give some tips that I also have kind of done, but also read in the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. And there is such truth to it. And I've had things happen to me recently that I'm like, yep, this is actually so right. And I'll give you some examples. But let's get into the 5 ways that you can make sure people do not forget you. They will want to be around you. And I don't know, I've had multiple people like years down the line come back and just thank me for things I said to them that maybe I believed in them when someone else didn't. Okay, number 1, smile. So many people avoid eye contact. They don't even acknowledge you when you walk by. You might think that they're giving you a mean look. Sometimes they're probably not, but smiling goes such a long way. And so does complimenting people. The other day I went to leave the gym and there was this girl and she looked at me and she held the door and she was just like, you are so beautiful and your hair is so beautiful. And I walked out to the parking lot and then I like saw her smiling at me from across the way, and I just thought like, wow, I don't know the last time like a girl was so kind and said something like that. Right? Like obviously sometimes it can be hard if you're a guy and like you're afraid of looking like weird or whatever, and that's understandable, but like girls supporting girls, and then just like I'm like, I want to be friends with this girl. Like I still think about it, and this was like a week or two ago, because it was so nice. Like it genuinely was so nice. So if you see someone smile, you don't know what they're going through. If you see someone, don't force yourself to find a compliment, but if you see something you like, say it. Because people will not forget that, especially in the world we live in today. 2, calling a person by their name is the sweetest language. And this is funny because this is another thing that happened at the gym. I don't get out much, obviously. The guy remembered me and he said, "Have a good day, Amber." And it just like makes you feel so special when someone remembers your name, or they remember something thoughtful, that it just makes a difference, especially if you've only talked to them once. You will stand out when you talk to someone and say their name. It feels so personal. Like who doesn't want to feel like you're being like focused on? Number 3, be a good listener and encourage others to talk about themselves. We become interested in others when they become interested in us. Talk in terms of the other person's interest. So obviously you don't want to do all these things looking like you're trying so hard, but ask questions. Like if someone tells you something, further the question why. Let's say you know someone enjoys working out. What is your favorite part to work out? Like really asking questions and being thoughtful. Because again, a lot of people want to talk about themselves. Not as many people ask. And I think too, like there's a way to like share, oh, I do this, like tell me more about that. And that way you can kind of relate, because I also don't like when people only ask me questions and then don't ever answer any. Like, in order to form like that mutual trust, like, you want to share a little bit so that they can be like then going off on another tangent. So, what'd you work out? Oh, I did this. Can you tell me like more workouts I could do? Like, it's so easy to kind of tell what someone's passionate about, and then when they start talking, like, it's the most attractive thing when they get passionate about something and they're talking about it, even if you don't understand it. Like, ask questions. People love talking about themselves. Number 4, show respect for other people's opinions. Do not shame. Tell other people what to do. Like, I hate when people tell me what to do, who I should be. Like, so much projection in this world. Instead of saying, like, I'll give you like an example. I had someone, I don't like certain things, and I had someone ask, like, well, why not? This, that. It felt like I almost had to be defensive. When you say, oh, what happened that made you like that? Or like, they're asking questions from a place of compassion instead of like judging you or shaming you for how you feel. And a lot of times too, like, instead of just like totally criticizing, or if you don't agree with someone, instead of telling them, no one wants to be told what to do. It just makes them like more of a barrier. I think like so much in this world, people try to make change by shaming others. No, like, I'm sorry, but if someone's shaming you, are you going to want to change? No, it might make you want to do it more. But in coaching, I did a coaching course, and I know in therapy as well, like, some people could say, oh, therapists don't work. Well, they're there to kind of help you figure things out on your own by give an example that gets them thinking, but make it about you. Oh, well, this happened when I did this. Like, people can see it better when it's not them. Also asking questions, having compassion. Like, I totally understand. Like, so many people don't validate others and how they feel. Validating someone in a conversation and taking yourself out of it will go so far. Because like, everyone's entitled to their own view and opinion, and I obviously there's like a line of like, you're harming people, there's right and wrong, but like, having compassion, because a lot of times people only know what they know because that's all they know. And like, when you can be that person that can show them that not everyone is like that, or be that expander for them, they will literally never forget you, whether it's the way you communicate, whether it's being there for them, listening, including them in friends groups. Most people are too insecure, or they just only care about themselves. So being genuinely interested in someone, showing respect and not shaming them for their experience is the real way to even like help people, is to lead by example and not tell them. And also have compassion. Like, there's people that I left in my last chapter I don't even want really to be friends with, but I can sit and be like, I can see why they're like that. I understand. I have compassion. I don't need to shame them. I don't need to go make them look bad. Like, because nobody's perfect. Everyone has, shadows that they don't want brought up, but, obviously don't tolerate certain things, right? But like, having that compassion, because most people don't. And I really feel like the people you want to talk to most, they hear you, they validate you, they make you feel included, wanted. I mean, I think that's what we're all after at the end of the day. And not a lot of people even have someone that will be able to listen to them. And then 5 is to praise and appreciate others. I feel like I do this a lot at work. And again, like, it's just like complimenting. You see something, like even a little change in someone that they've made, like, it feels so good to notice that and say something to somebody. I had something I was doing like a while back where it was like a morning routine, and it actually came in this journal that I was given, and it said like an act of kindness each day. And like, I'm telling you, that might have been like the main thing that made my days so much better, because it feels so good to make somebody else feel good. So I think that, again, we don't people please here. We don't want everyone to like us, but I really think it's important to look at the relationships that you want in your life, look at the people that have really been there for you, and give them these things to make those relationships stronger. leaving room for nuance and the fact that, like, we're not always right, always having that little ability to grow, seeing where someone's coming from, putting yourself in someone else's shoes, asking questions, validating them, complimenting them, smiling. It is the simplest things. And I feel like at the end of the day, we all just want to feel seen, heard, loved, included, and important. Okay, so let's run through this really quick. Number 1, smile and compliment people. 2, call a person by their name. 3, be a good listener and encourage others to talk about themselves. We become interested in others when they become interested in others. 4, show respect for other people's opinions. Do not shame. Do not tell people what to do. Ask questions. Leave them room to be who they are and figure it out on their own. And lead by example. Number 5, praise and appreciate others. Again, the most simplest things, but I guarantee that you will leave a lasting impression. Like I said, I've had people reach out to me from like high school, like thanking me for being kind to them. Right? We don't remember like people except for how they make us feel. So yeah, use this wisely. Don't manipulate. Use it for the people that deserve it. Because no matter what, if you use it on people for the wrong reasons, it's not going to last. It just won't. But our closest people deserve to feel these things from us, especially. So thank you for watching. There's so much more coming. And we'll chat soon.